You just took on the role of a software product manager, leading your own software development team that will be building a product for a client you just met. Your client envisions a revolutionary new software system that connects hundreds of thousands of end users every day. The deadline is set for 6 months from today. You're excited. It's a big chance for you to really show off what you can do. You've met your team. Contracts have been signed, and everything has been set into motion. What's next? Taking control of the situation, you figure the best thing to do would be to map out exactly what your client needs. So you schedule a meeting, sit down with them face to face, and you ask them what they would like to see in the final product. The client gives you a quick list of really interesting ideas, and you're on your way. Your developers begin to buzz about how they'll tackle the problem. They each choose a few features to develop, and everyone goes off to do their own thing. The project seems to be off to a really productive start. Fast forward 3 months. Your client emails you, asking to meet in person for a demo of what you've done so far. All of a sudden, it dawns on you that you have no real idea where you are in the project. You approach your development team for updates. They excitedly tell you what they're working on. They reassure you that their part will be done on time. You tell them, though, that the client will like a demo. Everyone's mood changes to panic. They say, "We haven't integrated any of our functionality yet. It's going to take at least a week for me to finish debugging my code. I didn't know we had a demo coming up." Now you're panicking because you have to tell your client you have nothing ready to demo. Surely your client will understand. After all, software development is more of an art than a science. With half the project resources spent, things seem to be going nowhere fast. You can barely see what will be completed next week, let alone what you'll have ready for the client when the deadline comes around for the demo. Another 2 months fly past. You're now just 4 weeks away from the delivery deadline. The team is in full-on panic mode, and one of your developers hasn't been at work for 2 weeks, and their code has become a bottleneck for your entire system. You try to assign another team member to work on it, but he can barely understand the original code work. Nothing meaningful is going to happen. Now you're making up for lost time you never had in the first place. It's 2 weeks until the first demonstration of your product, and your team is under incredible pressure. Everyone was working through the night writing and testing code. You've thrown out all the best coding practices out the window just to save time, and you're hoping the client won't discover those few bugs you just can't afford to have anyone spend any more time trying to fix. The deadline is rapidly approaching. You have no choice but to ask your client for an extension of some kind. They're not going to be happy, I think. But what other choice do they have but other than to say yes? You've bought yourself just some extra time. However, they still want to see what you've done so far. 2 weeks later, demo day. Through foggy eyes and caffeine-induced typing, your team has slapped together a rough demo of the product. Everyone's nervous, and their only relief is to think this project will be soon over. That is, until the client starts tearing this whole thing apart. The client says, "I never asked for this. What's the purpose of this feature? Why did you decide to put this element here? I can't show this to my customers." It becomes heartbreak. What they're demanding is going to create months more work. Why couldn't they have been more specific from the beginning? The project is late enough already. Can I really survive another 4 months? Can you really survive another 4 months? Now, instead of taking that great vacation you had planned with your family, you're stuck in your office banging your head against the keyboard, wishing there was a better way.